Tale of a Town, a new exhibition celebrating the memories of a community, is on display at the Town of Lincoln Museum and Cultural Center.
Lincoln was really interested in gathering the community memory, so we were really excited to come and explore with our Storymobile and learn from the local residents here. Meeting people in neighborhoods, business owners, and main streets is really the impulse for the project itself, is remembering the small businesses that started in communities and comparing it to sort of where we are now. So, and it's really just starting and gathering a call large and wide to whomever is interested to sharing their living memories of their communities.
The living memories were collected through recorded interviews by Lincoln residents.
There has been a variety of different ways to interpret the stories. They either turn into audio installations, which you see here at the Museum and Cultural Center here in Beamsville, and those become almost like little audio documentaries. So after going through and logging interviews and listening to all the different stories, we try to find common threads or themes, and that's what we did here for Tale of a Town Lincoln. So you'll see that there's things about amalgamation of all the towns in Lincoln, stories about that and what that means to people. There's a piece about the future and the history of the fruit belt and the farming industry and wine and those sorts of things. Stories about people's memories of growing up throughout Lincoln, and some hijinks and those sorts of things. But in different communities, it's always different, the stories that come about. The other thing we have done, and we also may do here, is interpret the stories into live theater productions, sort of multidisciplinary, but a mix between audio, you hear some of the recorded audio, and then there are performers and actors and local community people that get involved in doing a live production.
Over 50 residents from across Lincoln took part in the project.
We put the call out large and wide. We had a lot of great support from the community, people helping us out and connecting us. Oh, you've got to talk to this person. You've got to talk to that person. And a lot of great support. The Friends of Lincoln's History were really supportive. Of course, the museum here. The project itself is about exploring living memory and community memory about downtowns and main streets. That's how the project began. So that's the impulse of the story. But we found while we were here and traveling to the different communities that the main street is a small part, and there's a lot of connection between the communities. So there is Jordan Village Main Street, there's Beamsville King Street. We really started to sink into beyond that, just sort of what things were beyond Main Street.
In Niagara, you're watching The Source.